Hello and welcome back to City Bus Manager, and here we are once again with our company Dave coach in the fantastic Welsh city of Swansea. I've just been watching that bendy bus disappear with its funny sort of motion. Its back trailer doesn't seem to follow its front very well at all. It's not got its cornering animations down great at all. Anyway, yeah, so in the last episode we had our bendy buses which we got out in a service, which was all very nice and good, and we opened up this area of our depot too, which we've sort of put a little bit into, but not too much. Anyway, currently all our buses are out, well, all our midi buses are out. We've got none of those left over. We've got a few minis left over. We probably could put another route for them in, or sell a couple of them. Either or, anything works. We've got a couple of bendies left, but having a couple of spares is probably a good thing, just to have a couple of spares in case one breaks or we have a busy period or need to put a rush on. But having these, is it 5 we've got there? Oh no, I've got 6 of them. Having 6 spare minis is probably a few more than I need, because I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out. So the likelihood of needing another emergency 6 is probably fairly unlikely. Now, the first thing that I want to do before I carry on too much is quickly purchase a few spare parts. I want to have 10 of everything in here, because I know a few of these we're going to start running out on soon. So I have actually pushed ahead and tried tried recording this episode a few times, and then I failed because I tripped over words and all kinds of rubbishy things like that. And we had recording issues. Anyway, our first bus is back in the morning. Oh, and we have a flat tyre straight away. This is why we have spares and brought things in. So I'm actually going to come back into these spare parts and just buy one more set of tyres. There we go. So we should have our 10 sets back. Anyway, as I was saying, out here we put our route in for our bendy buses, and it comes all the way out over here to Gorsimon, where we have stand 6 as our sort of terminus point. It's a bit of an express service, this one. There's not much stopping coming in. Like, we come all the way in through here, then we stop at the shopping complex and the park and ride here. Just people from Gorsimon can get to like a big Tesco's and park and ride and stuff. And then it is just zooming in. We've got one stop here so we can transfer between this route up into here and this new route over here, and then it's all the way into the bus station. I've kept it very, very simple like that, just so we can just move people around quickly. We will put stopping services coming in along here as well, but for now, that is all that I needed. Okay, we've got some more buses back in, and this one here looks like it needs more than just a flat tyre. It's got an indicator to replace, and the rest are all looking not too bad. I should really wash and fuel them while they're here, I suppose. Make the most of having them in. What we have been doing though in quite a few of the last episodes is checking up on our internet usage. So as we approach 12 o'clock midday, how much internet have we used up? So we've used up approximately 42 gigabytes of data out of our 64. So we're going to run out of this very soon. So it's probably worth cancelling this before the end of the day and upgrading to a new contract with Octo Mobile. I was wondering how much difference a weekday would make to the weekend, and it turns out quite a lot, as it seems. So yeah, so I'm going to just pause it quickly. So I have remembered one other thing that I need to do is actually buy some more buses, because we are short of midi buses at the moment. We've still got a couple of routes that needed allocating. One of them I did chuck onto a bendy, but I'd rather get more midis in, ready to cover off, ready just to cover it. So I think it was only one more that I needed to cover, but I will buy a few more. I mean, I have 60,000, nearly 61,000. So let's see what I can buy. Will you take that as an offer? No, you rejected it. Anyway, you know how this goes. I'm just going to lowball the offers. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. We should now have, I think it's 4 buses coming in. 1, 2. Maybe it is only the 2. No, I've got more than that. Oh, there's 2 more down there. So I think what we have actually done is also run out of spare spaces in our depot. So we will have to expand very soon. So I'll just get these all going and then we will get onto the expansion. Well, you got nearly a full tank of fuel. That's unusual for buying. Usually you think they'd drain it. But to be fair, everything else is broken. Let's pause it again. I will have that. That needs assigning. Okay, that's got those all. I think these are all busy in here. Maybe we'll just chuck it out on that bendy again. Cover them up for today. One off. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is to slow things down a little bit, and we're going to have a quick speed through as I expand my depot. So we're going to go have, the plan is to have this just extended down over here. So I've got 1, 2 more legs. We're going to have our 7 more. I'm going to shuffle these down a bit so we have a gap through the middle. I'm going to expand this building over here a little bit, have a bit more office space and some more lockers going in. And similarly over here we might have a bit more garage space over here, and then like another corridor coming in over here and some more toilets, because people have been queuing up for this one. I say they have been, as this toilet is pretty empty. There we go, 1 person in there by himself, which is as it should be expected for a toilet. You don't really want too many people in there. That could get a little bit awkward. Anyway, let's get this cracking and I'll talk over it as I go. So as I get started into doing all of this, as I said, putting those arms and the bays in, I might as well give us our fun fact of Swansea today. Now, this fun fact actually doesn't come from me, but comes from one of my valued listeners. So thank you, Finley Plimpton, for this one. But the Welsh word, well, the Welsh name for Swansea is Abertoir. Or Abertoir. I'll put it up on the screen now. Or Abertoir. I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation. I think it's Abertoir. And like most Welsh place names, it's actually a fairly literal translation. So Aber just means mouth or estuary, and Toya is just the river. Is the name of the river. So it's like the Tor River in Swansea. So yeah, it just means mouth of the River Toya, which I suppose is quite nice and literal. The other literal ones are like Cardiff. It just means like comes from like fort on a hill sort of thing. But unlike Cardiff, where the English name actually has its origins in the Welsh name, Swansea doesn't. And obviously Abertoir and Swansea do not sound very similar. I mean, it also doesn't mean Swans Sea, the English version, as it comes from the Norse name of it from the Vikings. Anyway, yes, that's our fun fact for the day. So back towards this, we've got the bays put in, and I've been filling out another office down here. We should hopefully have lots more room for staff members to fill up in. And we're just putting lots of chairs, a few vending machines and some tables in there, so staff can have a nice comfortable time, and then we've got a toilet in between. We'll just finish up these buses, get them all painted up and ready. We'll also carry on over here. So carrying on over here, we've got another bay fitted in there, so we could have a third bus being fixed up at once. I mean, possibly having another long one in for more bendies if I start getting them would be useful. But for now, we are mostly consisting of our midi buses and our small buses. So we'll just put a row of bays in down here too. What I did realise was that it had left. We got a gap of 2 bays behind the end of our bus bays and the start of our corridor. So if you take out 1 row of corridor, it's basically we won't put in the lockers along there. We can then put in room for another toilet. Give our staff more room.
Unfortunately, there's not really room here for us to fit long bays in, so we can't really get bendies in there. We have to take out at least 2 rows of corridor, which makes the corridor seem very, very small and skinny. Anyway, for now, we'll just put lots of bushes in along here. Look at me go. That's very quick clicking I've got going on. And then a few trees down through the middle. This is all looking actually very pretty now, and hopefully will give our drivers and our staff a bit of satisfaction walking around in here. Something quite nice.
Okay, so we have made a good impression into our depot. It is now a lot bigger. We have spent a lot of money. It's been sort of fluctuating from being red to green. These trees do look rather big in the middle here. I thought it'd be quite nice to have some big trees as a feature in the middle, but they seem to be dominating everything. And they also look a bit like a big handful of parsley. But anyway, there we go. We have all of our new buses painted up and ready, so they're looking good. And our internet has been well and truly all used up. So can I accept another one? So I think if 64 was not enough, yeah, 128 is the next one. So we'll cancel that, and then tomorrow, so we've only got another 42 minutes to go, and then we will get 100 of Octo internet. How much Wi-Fi was used? Yesterday usage, okay, so it was a lot more than that. So that was a Sunday. The Monday usage isn't quite yet in. So there's a few other things that I wanted to do this episode. One was to think about putting the routes in up here, but this might actually now wait. So I want to put like a little network of buses in over here, connecting through Gorsimon's sort of central hub over here. Maybe one over here, one over here, one over here, one over here, and then one going out. But I might have a different colour for these buses. So if anyone wants to comment a colour that they reckon these buses should be, to differentiate them from our pink buses in Swansea, like anything going, just shout out some fun colours. You can have up to 2 for sides and top. Just keep it nice and simple. When I say nice and simple, you can go mad, you can clash horribly, you can go for some your favourite sporting team colours, maybe anything you want. Shout them out. Maybe I could put some simple designs on the side of it too, with some squares if you have like some design colour issues, design colour that you want to chuck on there. But yeah, just comment down below if you want to see anything up here in Gorsimon. But yeah, the other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to adjust some of our routes in here. So if we have a look at some of our bus routes, some of these are making lots of money. So number 3 is a very profitable one, and number 8 as well. And if I look at these, well, is it in here? If I click on it, can I? Oh, no, it's not in here, is it? I don't think. But if I come in here and this one and check it, if I click on, if I adjust it by money, these are the big 2 profitable ones. So if we look at number 8 over here, and we scroll through, some of these services are getting very, very busy. I think it's probably during rush hour that they're peaking up. Yeah, so look at that, first thing in the morning, getting very busy. So I'm going to edit the timetable on this one. So they keep running the usual lot, but we do every 20 minutes and then every 10 minutes. So this will increase the number of buses that we need. So we only need, no, we'll leave it at every 15 at rush hour, unfortunately. I'm not sure I can actually get away with that 2 minutes unless I try and reduce my timing points, but I don't think I've actually got that much wasted time anywhere. So Cumbria roundabout coming in, you got 1 minute there. Francis Motors, you've not got anything there, but we've got 2 minutes here. So I could get it down to 40 minutes and have this, but I think having 5 buses out on this is probably more than I can get away with for the moment. So we'll confirm that. We'll check our Sunday intervals. We've got every hour at the moment. We'll do it every 30 on a Sunday. No, we'll do it every 45. keep it so we only need the one bus for now. So we'll confirm that one there. And then route number 3, similarly, I think it's quite busy. Yeah, it's got fairly consistent loading. So we're going to put this every 20 minutes. And that again will need another 3, will require 3 buses. So I think that has probably used up most of our spare buses. So we'll confirm that one. But there was one other thing that I wanted to do with our route number 3. So again, if we look back out over here, it comes out along here. It's this route, this blue line out here. And when it comes out over here, we've got a little loop here. But we've got a lot more houses in this area since we've unlocked the area. Because the edge was down like here. So we had taken it as far as we could go pretty much. Or was it here? Which is why I went up this one, not over here. Either way, there wasn't much room left. But now I could extend it. I could bring it out and get these houses. Because there'll be another service that I want to come down into this lot. So I probably want to just expand it out. Maybe loop up over here, around over here, and down and back around. So to do that, to change a route once we have it in, we need to edit. And if we look over here, we have our 2 meeting points. Well, we've got our end loop, our terminus loop at over here. And Dalwhinnie Road West is the last road where the last stop where it comes in and then where it joins up coming back out again. So we've got Dalwhinnie Road West there, and if we scroll up, Dalwhinnie Road West here. I'll just delete everything in between and then pop things in between that I want in between. Okay, so they are now both deleted. What I've got to remember to do now is click on the top Dalwhinnie Road West, and then every stop that I put in will come after this first one but before the second one. So we'll keep the loop going. So we'll come down here, Admiral's Walk, Sketty Drive. We're going to come up around here and around here again. And then what you've got to remember is it will keep trying to finish the loop off because we've got the rest of the service going back down here. So it's not like it comes out and back the same way. So this tail you just got to ignore as it goes back in for now. Okay, there we go, back to Admiral's Walk, and that should finish up the circuit. So do the bus stop over here as one timing point maybe, and the rest of the timing points should all be sort of worked out. So we'll look for Dalwhinnie Road West, and we just come through, and there's bus stop. We'll give that. I'll give that a couple of minutes, so it's at half an hour. I think it's actually only 1 minute maybe maximum, and then it's just going to keep flowing back round. So this does mean now that we need a few more buses on at rush hour, but it's a nice just under an hour circuit which works quite nicely. So we'll copy and paste this into Sunday, and we'll do it every half an hour as that just sort of makes sense now. So we'll confirm there. This probably does mean that we're going to need more buses again. Now we have those 2 organised, and I'm going to have to keep my eye on the services in here, see which other ones are making us lots of money. So number 4, when I get more buses, I might be able to upgrade that one. But number 4, I believe, is the one that comes up over here. There's not much more I want to do to adjust this service. It's fairly direct and to the point. It's what I need. But actually, why not? While we're here, bus route number 4, which is edit the timetable to every 20 minutes. Confirm that one. And then let's go. Let's speed up into the morning. As soon as it ticks over to midnight, we will get our new Wi-Fi thing. Come on, keep it going. I suppose I better be going through and fixing up all these buses in just a second. I'll get my Wi-Fi sorted, and then that will be the task that I go on to next. Come on, just 11 more minutes, 10 more minutes. I should speed it up to 3, shouldn't I? There we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we can get a new Wi-Fi contract. Will you take? I said, will you take? Oh, not enough money. Well, that's a shame. Let's just fix these buses up, and then we'll get back to everything in just a moment. Yep, so I should probably get this shift schedule sorted out. Not all shifts will be signed. We have too few bus drivers. Okay, we'll get some more bus drivers in. It looks like we have enough buses, just not enough drivers. So what we're looking for are bus drivers, anyone who's cheapish. So you're fairly cheap and friendly. So you're very cheap at 1180. Your skill level is dubious, but they do boost up very quickly, and you've got some friendliness, so we'll hire you, we'll hire you, we'll hire you, and we'll hire you. I think that was 4. Yes, we need one more. We've got 69, which is a good number for the moment, but one more. So your skill level again dubious, but you are very, very friendly in Go. So welcome to the team. And we can now, not all shit, we still have too few bus drivers. Interesting. Let's get 75 bus drivers and 5 more. Here we come. So who do we have here who's cheap and friendly? Matthias, yes. Stefan, yes. Bettina, yes. Andrzej, yes. Kai, yes. There we go. That should now have. There we go. Now the other thing I was thinking, as I said at the start of the episode, I had quite a few of our new Ramesses left over, which haven't gone out. What I could do is, if I look through here, just look for the top route, which has the small bus. So there we go. Route number 2, small, is my most profitable one here. And it's not too busy too often. There's a few busy sections. But what if I edited up the timetable so that they were every 20 minutes? That won't put any more on, but then every 10 at rush hour maybe. So that'll get us a few more buses there on that route. And then we could do the same again. So if we scroll down, looking for, so that was number, what was it, number 2 I think it was, which is the first small hit, B, 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 B. And then this one here, number 9. Again, I think some of the, no, you seem to be holding your own, you don't seem to have too much. Well, we'll edit it anyway. We'll go for every 20 minutes and just leave it at that. Confirm. So that should use up a few more of our new Ramesses. It'll all come into effect as of tomorrow. So we'll still have a whole bunch of these sat idle today. But tomorrow that should have those sorted. How much money did we make yesterday, despite the fact that we spent it all? So we had actually a very profitable day at 119,000 euros. So how many tickets did we sell? Up nearly 100%. 100% ticket increase. I mean, I suppose that is on the Sunday, but that's a good number of extra tickets. A lot of them coming from these single tickets. And a lot of day tickets. Just all around actually, just a lot of extra tickets. What are people saying in here? Let's have a quick look at Swansea. Changes for the services. So taking into consideration as of tomorrow, this was yesterday, so from today, we want the buses from an hour earlier to an hour later. But instead of doing it every 90 minutes, we want it every 2 hours. At rush hours, every 90 minutes. Okay, Summer Brand is saying very busy. It's anything to do, currently not very busy. I mean, that's odd because we were running out of drivers, so we could have had you working harder. Jamala, what do you think? Hey boss, it's okay to work overtime once in a while, but it seems to be a bit of a habit. Okay, well, hopefully we've got more drivers that should ease it out. Just give some of your work to Summer, she seems to want more. Pierre, a service employee, hi boss, I find that there's currently a lot to do in the future. Could you please make sure that overtime is reduced again? I better check up on our service centre and see how they're getting on. Let's go have a look at that in just a moment. Hey boss, another bus driver. Sure, you have more important things to do right now, but I wanted to briefly inform you that I've run out of tasks. It's very strange how some seem to be running out and some seem to be overloaded. Oh, look at that, it's fairly busy in here. Oh, look at that, that's quite nice. We've just achieved 2,500 weekly tickets, which has given us 60 grand, which was very nice, and a whole bunch of extra trophies up here. That is good to see. We've also got a 5-minute wait time in here. Everyone is getting pretty busy. This is probably why they're feeling a bit rushed off their feet. The wait time is pretty much zero, but there are non-stop with people coming in and out, which is very good to see. Oh, Matthias Moller. Hey boss, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for a great job with the company. So I think on balance, most bus drivers are actually fairly happy with their workload. Customer service centre, yes, I can see the issue. So we're going to hire, how many do we have at the moment? Service centre employees, 11. We will get 4 more, we'll have 15 of these. So again, they will level themselves up fairly quickly, so we want cheap and friendly. Tell you what, we have 4 greens, we'll take all of them. There might be some of them more expensive, but we'll pay it. Let's see about this research, what can we get going? Reduce wear and tear, very useful across the board there. Those can wait. We've expanded the premises already, so we're probably fine there. Reduce the price for replacement parts. There we go. Happy days. And while we're at it, what was the other thing that I wanted to, which I was thinking about doing very quickly? I can't remember. It just slipped my brain. But everything here seems to be in order. We have a queue for our toilet, which again is standard. You could probably come over here. Oh no, they're queuing for this one too. Maybe I should put another little toilet cubicle in down this end. Maybe I'll do that in the future. We've got a few buses going around. What can I say? Going around that are sat in here, which is nice to see. Let's see how we're doing with. Oh, how's our Wi-Fi doing? Oh, I didn't buy any more Wi-Fi because we didn't have the money, did we? We'll get it on now because we definitely have the money now. So 128 gig for 397.56 a day. Well, we should be profiting enough. We've already made how much today? 46,500, and we should be in that ballpark of 120,000 a weekday. So we can spare that much money. What are people saying comment-wise in here? The Wi-Fi on board this bus was unfortunately not up to par. While it is unavailable, it was slow and unreliable, making it difficult to get work done. No one is ever satisfied. I tried my best for you and you're still complaining. Sod you, Florence. Adam's happy. I remember the days when buses didn't even have Wi-Fi and we survived just fine. Maybe it's time to go back to those simpler days. Look, use it, don't use it, it's up to you. Just stop complaining. Anyway, I will get a bit more research going after I thought about it. We're going to go for that solar buses and bendy buses. Just get it all going. Let's use those people up. And our service centre, now that we have 15 people in there, it's now a lot quieter. Hopefully that's just sharing the load out over there. Anyway, we've had a fairly successful episode. Not done everything that we wanted to do, but we've expanded out our network a bit over here. Look at these buses chasing each other. Chase me, chase me, chase me. He's a fairly busy one and he's a very quiet one. So I think some of these must be running late. Let's pause it and have a look. How late is this one at the front running? Not that late, only 2 minutes. Or maybe he's the late one at 13 minutes. I don't know. But we do have plenty of busy buses milling around, which is nice to see. Anyway, as I was saying, this is where I was going to end. So we didn't get everything done. I didn't get the new routes up here, but that was fine because I said, give me your colours that you want for the buses to operate in Gore Simmons, and we'll have a small little fleet of buses up over here. And we'll get that sorted. Maybe not the next one. I'll give you a bit more chance for the comments. So this one's coming out on Monday. So that could be on Friday if you get the comments through. Yeah, why not? I'll do it on Friday. I have the money. I will expand in Gore Simmons. So you have the next couple of days to get in your colour recommendations. And anyway, but until then, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you again in the next episode. And yeah, enjoy your weekend. See you on Monday. Oh no, enjoy your week. Sorry, I'm doing this just before the weekend. But yeah, enjoy your week, and I'll see you in the next episode on Friday. Until then, ciao for now.